Like all superstars, Michael has to deal with a plague of allegations about his private life. Headlines which paint him as a weird recluse. Rumours about his supposedly mammoth plastic surgery. About his supposed fascination for bizarre relics like the Elephant Man. How much of it is true? Ask the question, and you meet Michael's manager, cigar-smoking Frank DeLeo. He joined the interview as Michael's friend and chief minder. Now, about those headlines.
Does it affect you? Does it hurt you to see some idiotic stories that are written?
Yeah, I'll answer that question if you don't mind. It hurts me. If it hurts me, I know it hurts Michael. He's a little more blasé about it than I am. I mean, he just sort of shrugs it off. But I find it very terrible that some of the stuff that is written, particularly about plastic surgery. And it's the majority of it, not the majority, all of it is garbage and rubbish. And, you know, that's the best thing that's the only thing they can figure out to do with their life, then, you know, they're pretty sick people.
Avoiding the spotlight off stage for this most wanted star requires some extraordinary escape routes. And in talking to us, Michael at least confirms one of those myths. That he dons disguises to slip unseen into the real world.
I like to sneak into theaters without being noticed sometimes. Sometimes there's really nothing you can do about it. It's the price you have to pay.
Well, I've heard sometimes you turn up in the most unexpected places to your friends dressed in that they don't even recognize you.
I have incredible disguises. I can fool my own mother. And I enjoy doing it because I get to see life the way it really is sometimes, which is fun.
But when Michael does step out as himself, it's an event. While in Tokyo, we were lucky enough to catch a rare glimpse of Michael's home video, showing a Jackson shopping spree. Together with a few select friends, Michael has a huge department store to himself.
It's the same as blowing your tube. Well, you can't, it's not the same as
Can you get any sound out of it?
You need about 3 years of practice to really get the sounds out.
When you're locked inside the four walls of fame and looking out at the crush of fans looking in, there's nothing quite as precious as one true friend.
He's on down the road.
In Michael's case, that friend is Quincy Jones. They met on the film set of The Wiz.
I met Michael at Sammy Davis's house when he was about 12. And you just fall in love with Michael at any age. And The Wiz was when we really connected. Then he was a scarecrow, and he'd pull out bits of paper, quotes with Confucius, etc., all these great philosophers. And one time he says, blah, 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 signed Socrates. And he kept saying Socrates, 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 and nobody would correct him. And after a while, I took him over to the side. I said, Michael, forgive me, if but it's Socrates, And at that moment, our eyes met, and something happened that's never changed since then.
Quincy Jones has produced Michael's 3 major solo records, including pop's biggest selling album of all time, Thriller.
Were you aware of the sales? Did you check up on sales each week and realise that it was doing this?
I pretty much did the album and just sat back and watched because it was another one of my dreams. I knew it was going to do what it did.
Selling over 40 million copies, Thriller not only changed the way music was made, but also video clips. But perhaps one of Michael's greatest influences has been on dance. He took breakdancing out of New York's ghettos and made it a passion for his generation.
So let me hold you tight and share up together.
Did that amuse you, that people were, or did it flatter you that people were trying to do your dance steps? And
I always love watching that, especially the children when they wear all the gear and everything and imitate me. I think it's fun. It's done in good taste. It's fun.
He's been called everything from the Frank Sinatra to the Fred Astaire of the 80s. The spotlight has made him music's first billionaire. All that at 29.
He's like a laser beam all the time. He always does his homework. I've never ever seen him nervous about anything. I called him just before he went on this show. This is his first solo tour ever. I said, "You're nervous?" He said, "No, I can't wait to get on stage tonight."
The cliches seem to fall away when you watch Michael perform. When he says he's inspired by things spiritual, you believe him.